Welcome back. Last time we went here, started talking about some other stuff, ended with talking about some D&D, which of course I'm going to keep talking about, right? You can't escape that shit. That's why no one's here. No one wants to hear me. I shouldn't say that, but people don't have the investments into D&D that I do. But that's cool. Like I was saying, I had to retool. I just hit B, right? Okay, whew. Like, I hit B and then I held forward to make sure I landed on it, but it was still kind of sketch. Going past those is a little deceptive because the second bite that they do seems to be a slightly bigger hitbox than the first one. So you have to, like, sit outside of it a little bit. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Who's the flea bag? Is it Banjo? Because Banjo's the only one that can get here. And there's a thing. I don't think Kazooie can do the ledge grab or whatever. Yeah, so I'm going through the whole monster thing and redoing all the monsters, and it was kind of weird because, like, it gets to the point where you realize that the monsters just aren't a threat, and it's okay to have weaker monsters from time to time. And I get that. Oh, I can what? Why do we... What's the point of Kazooie? Because Banjo can do the same high jump. Yeah. So it's still fun to redo the monsters and stuff like that. And it was funny because one of my players, I think I'm gonna get hit. I didn't. Okay. One of my players was saying, "Yeah, you don't need to do all that." And I was saying, like, "Yeah, I kind of do." Taxi pack. The way to fill it is what you lack. Uh-huh. Pick large things up off the ground, and they go and carry them around. Okay. Like what? That is probably the least intuitive one yet. Because my bag's open. Put large items in the bag. But what large items? And characters. Press and hold trigger to... Press right stick left. I wish he would slow the fuck down. Holy crap. Oh my god, I'm so lost. I'm not even hitting A to speed it up, and now I'm holding it just so he can stop talking, but... Holy crap. That's a cluster. Where are my options? Options. I'm right on the damn thing. Controls. I don't think it's controls. I think it's settings. If there is anything. Yeah, there's not. Okay. Might have to just slow down in editing. Hopefully it's not a big deal right now. Let's see one more time. Carry larger objects and characters. To remove, empty backpack. Press and hold trigger and then press stick left. Continue to hold trigger and press X to collect an object. Remove the full backpack by holding trigger and pressing the right stick left, as before. The contents will automatically jump out if they are in the correct place. However, contents can also be emptied out anytime by pressing X. Okay. I think I have to waddle around with this shit. Get out of here! Okay. Weird. Definitely have to see... Usually when you get these, it seems to give you a spot to use them almost immediately. And I don't have that. And for some reason this current is very difficult to swim against. It's weird. Okay. So it got to the point where with, I'm gonna say my D&D group, the monsters were just not that challenging, and you don't have to have statistically strong monsters if you have like tactically strong encounters, if that makes sense. You know, you can do plenty with weak monsters if you use them correctly. And part of my personal thing as a DM, I can't remember which one I came in. I think it was this one. I think you have to go out the other way. Yeah, I think so. As a DM, I had been... I'd started getting lazy. You know, I started relying on the book only in terms of combat encounters, because I've made some before that were, what you call it? Like, I'd made fights before that were more tactically involved. I didn't have to... What is it? Crutch as much. I actually can't tell which side, because each side had... No, wait, no, I think I came upwards before. Yeah. So I'm making a mistake and I'm looking... I can't tell if I came in this one or not. I climbed up the waterfall, right? That's how I got in there. And this feels like I'm higher in altitude, so that means that this is the way. Yes, I need to go through and just really revamp some of the tactical things, and it's okay if I didn't attack. I thought I did. Oh, that's a bitch. Look at him just camp me. What is this? I'm trying to get up. Can you let me out? Oh, got him with the last one. Thank goodness. It's okay. I'll come back in like 2 seconds. How many eggs do I need? I don't really need one. I guess the bombs. The clockwork bomb is the most important. That guy's in there. Have I been to the side yet? Oh, shit. It's gonna respawn in a minute. Oh, the spring shoes. I think it came out of that, right? Yeah, I did. Can I... Is there anything down there to swim to that's worth swimming to? I don't think so. I don't see anything. Oh, get out of here, Mr. Cheap Cheap. Yeah, so I know I need to go back and really just change up the encounters. Because I'm lucky I have a group that just enjoys everything about D&D, but they do come alive during combat. Are you joking? It didn't grab the ledge. Are you fucking me? Made me walk all that way? Oh, it's a bitch. I guess we'll learn the layout of the level a little bit better, but still. Yeah, my group says that they greatly enjoy all aspects, and they like, what is it? Like, Curse of Strahd's RP heavy, and they really enjoy that, but like, when combat comes up, everyone, like, sits up and then leans in, right? Everyone stretches and wakes the fuck up. And my last session was actually completely terrible in terms of... I need to keep using the thing, right? Can I talk to you? You not come past. No one gets in Oogle Boogle Cave. They bad men. Why is that then? We Ungabungas want to rule. All pterodactylin. Oogles want to share. They... Man. Those communists over in the Oogle camp, am I right? Not giving up or giving in to dictatorship. I don't think that qualifies as communism, but it's always funny. Actually, we got here pretty quickly. That's cool. Okay, I think this isn't the first side. This kind of reminds me of the woods level from Banjo-Kazooie 1, where I had to climb the tree, which was, I remember being a huge pain in the ass. I got really nervous there. Oh, what's up, Spring Shoes? The secret code of the dinosaurs is heard? What? The secret code of the dinosaurs. Whew. I will say I feel like they've over time gotten a little, not lazy, but pretty weak on like the music note placements. Just kind of feels like they go here they are, enjoy. Like, thanks. Oh. The reason I'm actually being really slow with how I'm talking and stuff is because I also want to change. I only got one egg. We have to be really conservative. Yeah, I think I have to run around. Okay, so I have... Is he hitting himself in the head? That's pretty good. I think I have to use this to get across the jumps. On this side, and then bomb him. Oh! This little thing's jump is not as far as I was hoping. Coming for you, bitch! I'll go the shape of the pear. It's awfully pear-shaped. Alright, at least we made some progress. You know, it doesn't feel like we're doing anything yet, but we're doing stuff, alright? Maybe that's a good sign for this game in terms of how it's structured. It always feels like we spend the first hour kind of looking around and not getting anything done. And then it's just like, oh, jiggy, jiggy, jiggy. So that's pretty cool. My feet itch really bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know if this happens to you, but it always feels like when I need to be in a tense kind of situation or I have to really concentrate, just random stuff comes up like, oh, my feet itch, you know? I don't want to focus on scratching my feet right now while I'm trying to record and talk and not sound stupid. That just came up. At least we can get through this hallway now for free. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go painting tonight. I'm gonna paint a mini on Color Theory. I'm gonna paint a dragon, I think. No, I wanted to do the dragon. I'm gonna do it next week. I need to finish my cleric that I'm painting, and then oh, this was level 1. This was it. Okay, there's okay. I like how he collectively... Wow, she actually answers him. I like how she talks shit. Or not he or she, but it is, yeah. I like how the drill master talks shit about each character, doesn't if you need the other one. Talk shit about Kazooie if you need Banjo, talk shit about Banjo if you need Kazooie. It's pretty good. It's been a while. What's up, dude? Still as weak as ever. Puh. Hopefully this thing doesn't attack me while I'm here. Run, Kazooie. Do the thing. Da, 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 da. Oh, shit. Nice. 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 Okay, we need those. Oh, shit. Ah. What's going on? She's so quick. The controls are so touchy. Hatch! Oh my god in heaven. Who can't hatch eggs? It's absurd. So hold down. Left trigger, right trigger, press X. Real bird you'll be. Okay, so we were right that we needed something else. Just sits on it. Are you kidding me? So that means we can go back and get at least one Jiggy from hatching the turtle. Whoa, you're so fast! Okay. Yeah. I really wish that's my only one of my complaints is the controls on this are so touchy. Like you can turn on a freaking dime, dude. It's crazy. Wait, no. Alright, is that it? So we got that. That's pretty important. Now we don't need to be here specifically because this is technically World 1. Which is like, huh? Bah. Woo. Yeah, I want to finish... Like, I want to do this playthrough. I want to finish... I think I was talking about Turok and stuff before, and Jet Force Gemini. It's weird, like, when I first started putting up some of those videos, it'll just be 10, 15, 20 views, or whatever. And then it'll just stay there. And then I just won't look at it for a couple months or whatever, and I look back and it's like 100. 150, I go, what? Who the fuck started watching this? And why aren't they saying anything? So it's like, I feel bad, because I should have finished Turok already. Oh, my game! It's on my old computer! Oh, shit! I'm gonna have to start Turok over. Oh, that'd be rough. I hope not. I'll have to figure that out. Oh, yeah, I gotta finish those. And I want to go back to Darkest Dungeon really badly. I want to start making some videos on that. I thought about doing Dauntless videos, but that... Like, that game is fun, and I really want to like it a lot. But it has some issues. Right? Every game has issues, but with Dauntless... There's like some kind of weird server issue. You only get one jump? Gotta make it count, I guess. Yeah, there's some weird server-related issues. I'm not talking about the crashing. Alright, at least we know where one of those are. So we need 3 more. Here, Jinjo might be a fake Jinjo. Do we need to, like, boost jump? I think we do. Woo! And so with, or the server issues that I'm referring to is that, like, on Dauntless, it's not just the crashing. Like, the servers are pretty unstable, but that's whatever. They've actually been getting better by the day, if you can believe it. Oh. Huh. Can I walk up that? Maybe I have to fall on that. I think so. Okay. Yeah, so it's not just the crashing, but on console, like, the frame rate drops to 10 a lot, which kind of sucks. When you're by yourself, it's hovering around 60, which is pretty cool. Oh, are you kidding? Oh, I can't. Okay, good. Woo! Oh. Oh, what? Hey? Dippy, seeker of beverages. Oh, he's so thirsty. Help him! So thirsty, I need water badly. Why not go and look for some then? It's not gonna just drop out of the sky. Sun burns poor Drippy, so I must stay in my cave. Please get me a drink. If you do, I will give you this old piece of gold that is in the shape of a puzzle. Most likely. So I thought the train thing would be closer. Woo! There's a thing there. There's a cheat code-a-roni. That I can't... What? But how? I think you have to get the spring shoes in here. And get it that way. That's the only way I could see of doing that. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over it more in the video when I do it. Damn, she almost couldn't get up that. But like, the server issues I'm talking about is there's this weird rubber band that happens. And it happens a lot, and I have footage of it happening once, but it gets pretty frustrating because sometimes you have to be really quick on something. Like, you can use a personal shield, you know, to block damage. And you'll hit it before you get hit, but it won't go off, and then you'll get hit, and then the shield goes off. Like, you were technically hit before, you know, because of how the server and the latency interacted. You were hit before you actually activated it, which is just obnoxious. And then the other one is... Actually, I should have went Banjo for this. That's not what I wanted. It's okay. Yeah, so the other one is more... like, sometimes you'll be fighting something and you get hit, and it knocks you down, but it doesn't knock you down instantly. Like, you get hit, and then you'll run around on your feet like nothing happened, and then you'll try and swing, and then you go fall on your feet. So I think those things are... I expect them to be patched at some point. Have I always had this? I think I have. But what I do like is it has full crossplay, so you can play with the PS4 bros and the X bros and the PCs and all that. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't specifically, I think on the PS, or not PS, the PC version, it has the what you call it? It has the PS4 icon and the Xbox icon respectively. But on Xbox, I think they do it on the PlayStation as well, but it just shows like a little TV. If it's another console, it doesn't show like the PlayStation. I'm sure it's that way for the Xbox. Oh, but yeah, so I'm gonna go paint my other character, and I'm gonna finish painting, oh fuck, a house, like an RPG house. I bought a little, like, $5 house, because, like, it's a little hut, because one of the enemies that they're gonna fight in Curse of Strahd is an actual house. It's like a creeping hut. So when you encounter it, it's sitting on like a tree stump, or whatever, a big old ancient tree stump, and then when you fight it, it pulls the stump out of the ground and starts swinging the roots 60 feet, which is pretty cool. And so I bought an actual house because I want to make the mini. So I got a little RPG house that I'm gonna spruce up. I'm going to try and find some way to put little branches on the bottom so it, you know, props up. And I think it's gonna be sick. It's one of those things where I can't wait till my party fights it. Because I think they're really gonna enjoy it, because I'm gonna put the house in like the back of my car. And then when they fight it, I'm gonna go outside and then pull it out of the back of my car. And I'm be like, what? And that's gonna kill them. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. We started playing in our other game after we recovered from the party wipe, which is pretty good. It felt kind of weird because I got to play my character who I hadn't been able to play for like a month. Because she was the only one that like survived and escaped prison or whatever. And then she resurrected one of our party members, and then we have to find... I need to go to Wumba's. Yeah, and then we couldn't find the other party member to resurrect her. And then we picked up 2 new players. Well, technically 3. But, like, 2 of them are brothers, and they're gonna switch off who's gonna be there, which is kind of weird because they're both playing the same character, but it's whatever. I like the new players, though. They really put a lot of effort into learning, and I've only played with each of them, like, a couple games already. You know, and they have some mechanics questions, of course, but otherwise they feel really just on top of things. They feel like they've been doing it for a while, which is pretty cool. And the other thing, too, is when you get new players, you're kind of worried that they're going to stick with it. Because D&D, Pathfinder, you know, tabletops, it's weird. Everyone has fun, but there are undoubtedly periods where, like, in the game, even though everyone's having fun, it's not this constant, like, woo, you know, cheering and shit. And, oh my god, that happens, but it's not constantly that. So it's kind of tough to gauge how much fun people are actually having. And then how they stick with it, because it's a commitment to be there and to learn all that. My throat's getting dry. Water! I'm Small Dino. I'm gonna call this Baby T-Rex. Use left stick to move. Thanks! I can't even attack! Remember in the second Jurassic Park when the baby T-Rex had to get taught how to hunt by the big, like the parent T-Rex, and it bit that dude's leg and just left him to die or whatever? Can I, like, I am this thing. I'm this thing, let me in the, to that thing. Whatever. What did I need with this? Why did I change into this? Oh, because I think I wanted to go into one of the smaller tunnel things, like I could actually do it, but I can't. I don't know, Chief. Like, I feel like I should be able to go into here. I don't know. Man, I was hoping to, like, come in here and kick some ass after getting stuck for so long in the other one. Oh well. Yeah, so I'm just really juiced for D&D lately. I'm putting a lot of work into it. And last week was the worst game I've ever done. My 5th edition game. As a DM, it is hands down the, you know, let's run around with this and see if we can find anything besides that. Yeah, it was the worst. It was the worst game I've ever performed. And part of it, I was not that prepared. And it really showed because I thought what we were doing was easy. You know, I thought it was straightforward, so I didn't prep a whole lot about it. And I had tried to, like, oh, the dinosaur has hit points. I feel like I have to go smaller. Right? I have to. I wonder... I wonder if this is gonna be the first time you can, like, split and transform. You know, can I split the 2 of them, and can I get them both back to... Oh my god, that's so much, right? Get them to Wumba, and make one the big T-Rex and the other the small T-Rex, and switch between them? That's me, a pain in the ass. Yeah, so I wasn't that prepared for the game, and I felt really bad, because, like, I get into, or I've said it, I said it a few minutes ago, where you can't really tell how much fun people are having, but, like, my party kind of split themselves. Like, one person's like a half vampire, right? Which is, it's already an issue. You know, if you ever play Curse of Straw, don't let someone be a vampire by default, or a half vampire, Dhampir, or whatever. Just, that was a mistake. I should have, you know, I tried to be accommodating, and it's caused some issues so far, and it's not like the player's fault. He wanted to try something cool. It's more, what is it? It's Because the whole adventure is about trying to kill a vampire, and you run into other vampire hunters. And it's like, how do you have a half vampire or a vampire PC around all these other vampire hunters and make it work without the PC just getting targeted and killed? So that's been a challenge, but the... what can I do with the rock? Yeah, and the issue last week was my unpreparedness. They were doing this... I wonder if I can just drill it. Actually, I don't think I could have got there with Banjo or Kazooie. I think that was the problem I had. Yeah, so the place that they were going to was a church, and our vampire didn't want to go in there, understandably, because there's an actual powerful priest in there. And I didn't do a good enough job prepping it and curating it, because most of it looked like I could run it out of the book. And it got to this one point where there's this makeshift prison with a bunch of creatures. And so I had... my party was already split, so one person didn't really get to play. Like, the half vampire guy did not get to play all night, and I felt like shit. I wonder if I can take the springs. Because I can't... wait, I should be able to jump that, right? I think I tried before. Oh, you know what? If I can't, I'm just gonna go back. I know this is gonna work, so we may as well just do that first, right? So instead of trying to like high jump up to it, I can just take the... whatchamacallit, the spring shoes. And just jump this way. Woo! Almost didn't make it. Music notes. Remember the time I was bitching about how they don't really hide them anymore? And there we go. Yeah, so I didn't prepare this place that well. And in this holding area... sorry about that? Yeah, so... the party was split. Out of the 4 of them, 1 was back at home base, basically. 2 was split off talking to the priest, the abbot of the abbey. And then the other 2 players were checking out the holding area. And I went through it once in the book, and I had planned some of it, but then... did I already unlock these? I did. Was I supposed to just get this and not care? What's the point? You don't need these. You can get through just fine. Okay. Alright. Yeah, and so like, this one holding area that should have took maybe 5 minutes outside of a battle that could happen, which the battle takes, you know, maybe 20 minutes, 30 at the most, because it's like a 1 creature battle. That should have taken, like, that whole area should have took like 45 minutes tops if they did the battle, 10 minutes otherwise, but like, there's nothing against my players, but the 2 players that went through there, like, searched every room, tried to talk to everyone that was in the holding cells, you know, and just be genuinely good. I need to split them. And try to be genuinely good players, which is fine. But it ended up being, because they took so long in there, it took like 2 hours to clear out that one area. And the one person who was at home base by his own choice, but still, you know, you can't hold that against him. He didn't get to play all night. I think he rolled like 1 dice. And then the other characters, like, people just started getting bored. Really only one person was driving the action, and I had to... there's nothing I could do about it. Like, at that point, outside of... I was supposed to, beforehand... beforehand I was supposed to make it so... there was less to do in there. Like, that's what I was supposed to do, be proactive. And reactively, I could have just started saying there's nothing here, nothing in this one, you know, when they were checking the rooms, but some of them were really funny, and I wanted to keep that. But it just didn't work, because I had one player. I mean, this hurts, right? One player, he has a physical job normally, so I can't hold it against him. And I don't, right? Like when we start, if the action's not good enough, he's kind of my metric. If the action's not good and stuff starts dragging on, he actually starts falling asleep. And sometimes he gets coffee or whatever. But like because we play from about 6 to 10, and if I don't have a battle going at about 9 o'clock, he's gonna fall asleep by like 9:30. Which, like I said, I'm not faulting him for that. But then another player started playing like phone games because I walked by to use the bathroom. And at that point I was like, fuck dude, this is just bad. I felt like shit. People were bored. It was like our first game back after a month. And I felt really bad. Because I feel like I let them down, you know? I'm just running around in a circle. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. But so I told myself that I'm just gonna do better next time. Right? That's all you can do. Is try and improve and tell yourself to do better. And to my group's credit, you know, this kind of touched me, is after that, they had, they wanted to play the next day. And we ultimately weren't able to because of, because I had my Pathfinder game that Sunday and they wanted to play afterwards because it was Memorial Day weekend. But that means I would have had to, I would have basically had about, because I went home and I couldn't sleep at first, so I stayed up a little bit, but I woke up the next morning at about 8:30, because I didn't go to bed till like 2, so I want to get some sleep. But I had to, I would have only had about 2 hours to prep an entire session's worth of shit after I'd realized how bad it was before, which means I would have had to change a bunch of stuff. I didn't have the time, so I ended up canceling, and I felt like fucking garbage, because I really wanted to play again and make up for that, but I was like, if we play this game, it's just gonna be more of the same. So we couldn't do that. And so I'm spending this whole week just trying to fix my 5e game. Just kind of use it as a kick in my own ass to get better. Now let's actually read some of these. I opened this up so people had something to look at, but underneath the center of Terry's nest, I don't know who Terry is. And a nest that, oh wait, it says path to the nest, that's up high. Okay, so I wonder if we could have, probably could have took like the jump shoes and got up to that. Fill the thirsty dinosaur pool, pretty, like, we kind of figured that, just don't know how to do it yet. Help the Styracosaurus, I guess, if you want to use like that inflection. Help the family defeat Terry. I don't know who Terry is. Warm up and get food for the Oogle Boogles. So we have to go past that dude. Did we ever try to go past him? Or did he not let us in? I can't remember. Hatch and return Terry's eggs. So you have to defeat Terry and then return his eggs. That's good. That's one of them over there. On the Stomping Plains, I saw that in one of the demos. Like when you let the game run, it does like the old school arcade thing where it shows various levels. And one of them was whatever that stomping plane is, and you have to like hide in footprints or something. So I'm curious about that. Defeat the Rock Nut Tribe. We're almost there. I think we have 3. We already know where 1 is. Actually, number 2 is. 1's in that cage, the other's by the train. So gotta do those. And then small T-Rex roar code. That's probably those doors I don't know how to get into. Alright, interesting. We're gonna stop it here. I'm sorry I didn't get too much done. Like, I want to find jiggies in the episodes, because I feel like that's kind of the most rewarding thing, but these are getting tough. I am not gonna lie. You know, if we go to some of these other ones, like we got the first, we hadn't even finished the first level. Or we haven't finished the second level. We got all the jiggies in the first one, like we 100%ed that. That was okay. Oops. And then here, We're missing even freaking music notes, which is yikes. We're missing a couple of those things. And then here, like, there's a couple of the games we couldn't do. I couldn't find one of the games, like the hoop toss or whatever the hell that was. I can't remember. And then this is depressing, right? Like, when you have 100 music notes, like, seeing the 100 notes means, hey, I explored all the level, but I couldn't figure out the puzzles. And that's kind of what happened here. Right, same thing. Got the Globos, got some of the Jinjos, got all the music notes. I explored the entire level. Couldn't really finish any of the puzzles. I don't get it. And then, oh my god, don't show me that. We've only been here an hour. That extra 20 minutes, I think, is just from pausing and shit like that, but... not so much pausing, but like waiting between videos, or, yeah. Oh, man. So, we're gonna do better. I have to go right now, so I'm going to... because I have to go to my painting thing. In about an hour. So, next time... we're gonna hopefully do some better stuff here. Like, I don't like to do stuff off camera, but I kind of feel like I need to run around for a minute and just understand the level better without having to focus on telling stories and talking and stuff like that, so I know what to do a little bit better. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Next time we're gonna get something done, I promise. Actually, I'm not gonna promise that, because... no, I am gonna promise that. Fuck that. I'm gonna hold myself to a standard, so... thanks for watching. I'll see you later.